Let's talk pitching. Jameson Taillon gets the start. 4 in a row. He's pitched really well. He's kept the lefties off of him.
Yeah, lefties, he's a much better job against lefties. He's put the ball on the ground a little bit more frequently over these 4 starts. That's important here, the way the ball has been jumping.
Jameson Taillon with the sign, ready to go to work, and his first pitch of the ball game on the way to Elly De La Cruz. The pitch to De La Cruz is whacked high and deep left center field. That is way back there and way out of here. On the very first pitch of the game, Elly De La Cruz puts the Reds on top, 1-0.
He got a day off yesterday, and he goes full Ferris.
You know, you could basically bet the farm that Jameson Taillon was going to throw a first pitch fastball, and he did, and it was right down Broadway, and Elly De La Cruz was not up there for an ice chart. He is up there to swing the bat, and he puts the Reds up 1-0.
Spencer Steer's up there now.
Taillon's pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Jordan Baker, the first base umpire, made the call. It looked like the right call.
Chris, I got to imagine Weaver's going to have his work cut out for him tonight with the way the Cubs have been swinging the bats.
Well, they've been swinging the bat very well, and he knows that he's got to attack the strike zone.
And the batter is Nico Horner. Reds lead 1-0 first inning. Here comes the 2-2. Line drive down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball bouncing off the sidewall. Nico going for 2. There's going to be a play. The throw by Fraley, second base. The tag safe at second base. It was right in front of Nico. He's got great instincts base running, and he dove into second a split second before he was tagged by the shortstop De La Cruz. Ian Happ, the batter. Happ enjoyed a 2-homer game last night. Now Weaver's pitch. Line drive toward right base hit. This is going to tie the game. Happ is going to go for 2. The throw by Fraley to second base. Offline. It's a double. Ball game tied 1-1. Ian Happ, a soft line drive over the head of Strand, the first baseman, and it's a brand new ball game tied at 1.
I think we've seen this movie play out a couple times here in a row, and I would say, partner, get comfortable tonight because we may be here a while.
When Votto is slumped this year, he is really slumped.
Second inning, game tied at 1. Joey Votto hits a drive to left. Over toward the line is Happ. Does he have a play? And he will have a play and make a leaping catch up against the sidewall. Fair territory, but we could see Happ's glove reach up and grab it as he gently collided with the sidewall. Nice play.
Benson hitting .274 with 7 homers and 20 RBIs. Runner on at first with 1 man out.
Crank past Candelario, base hit. Encarnacion Strand shoots through second. Just now gathered by Talkman at right. Throw goes to second. It arrives late. Benson on a head-first slide, a double in second and third.
Taillon had to come right in there, and he tried to sneak a fastball by him, and that just not going to work with Will Benson.
If somebody like me took that slide, we would stop probably 3 feet short of the bag.
So here's a bases loaded chance for TJ Friedl. He hasn't had many of these.
Out to short. Swanson handles and throws him out.
Reds do not score. They leave the maximum. 2 down, third inning. Base is empty for Nico. And the 1-2 is swung on and missed. The ball gets away from the catcher, Maley, and safe at first is Horner. He swung at a pitch in the dirt. It bounced away from Maley.
It's a breaking ball in the dirt, and the catchers, they just can't move like they used to.
So now a walk to Happ, and Cody Bellinger bats. Bellinger popped out his first time. Here's the pitch to Bellinger. Swinging a line drive, right field, base hit. The Cubs are going to take the lead. Fraley gets it back in. Coming in to score, Nico Horner. Run scoring single, Cody Bellinger. Cubs lead 2-1.
And now first pitch swinging his belly at a high heater, and he shoots this ball in the right field, so the Cubs take the lead.
Bellinger's 51st run batted in. Here is Dansby Swanson, and the 3-2 to Dansby. Outside ball 4. Now they're loaded for Chris Morel. And this does have a turning point feel to it right now, Ron. The 3-2 stretch. Bases loaded. There they go. Ball 4. Chris Morel gets a run batted in with a bases loaded walk. And again, Ron, we are seeing the maturing of a young ball player in Christopher Morel.
Great at bat. Now the Cubs got a chance to really do some damage with Candelario at the plate.
The stretch for the 3-1. Inside ball 4. Cubs get another run. Listen to this ballpark.
Now this inning has turned completely upside down, and David Bell is coming out of the dugout, and he has just been ejected from the ball game. He was arguing balls and strikes, and he was furious as he came out of the dugout off the steps. He's thrown his hat. He is pointing at the umpire there, Thomas. Thomas stands there looking back at him stone-faced. And now he walks away, and Bell is going to cut him off. He is now between home plate and the umpire, and the crew chief, Mark Carlson, is going to come in and try to get in between them. And that ball 4 could have gone either way. It was a high inside fastball. The frustration of this inning pouring out of every pore of David Bell's body.
The Cubs scored 3 times in the 3rd inning. Christian Encarnacion Strand bats. Encarnacion Strand rips a line drive out of the reach of the shortstop Dansby Swanson. That's into left field, and a leadoff single for Christian Encarnacion Strand leads off the Reds' 4th. Will Benson's up, runner at first base, nobody out. He swings and rifles one toward the right center field gap. Around second base, Encarnacion Strand will go to 3rd. Bellinger's throw comes into second base. A nice solid single by Benson, and the Reds have their first 2 aboard, and they've got him at the corners. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. The pitch. Mahle swings, grounds it back up the middle, chance for 2. Second baseman field, steps on second, low throw, in time to first. That's a double play. The Reds will get a run. Encarnacion Strand scores from 3rd. It's 4-2 Cubs. Here's the pitch to Spencer Steer. He swings and sends a high fly ball deep right center field. Going back, Bellinger turns and looks. It's gone. Spencer Steer drives it out of here. His 2nd hit tonight, both of them for extra bases, and the Reds are within 1.
First pitch breaking ball to Spencer Steer, and Steer stays right behind it and drives it out opposite field into the gap.
1st and 3rd, Reds keep the infield back. Gomes has struck out 3 times in the game. Gomes hits a fly ball to right. This will drive in the run. Fraley back near the warning track makes the catch. Here comes Dansby Swanson to score. Cubs lead 5-3. And Bert Alzolay got the last out in the 8th inning, retiring Strand. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive caught by Candelario. The ball game is over, and the Chicago Cubs win 3 out of 4, and now they start to celebrate.
Well, you talk about big series for the Cubs, and you just had mentioned it. You know, you might look back here in another month and a half and go, things all changed right at the trade deadline for the Cubs in this series against Cincinnati.